I don't. That's what I said. I don't really listen to a lot of artists, but I've heard of Joshua Barker. Um, okay, I feel like my answer would be different from someone that married someone that was a celeb when he became a celeb. When we started dating, we both of us, neither of us were celebrities. None of us, nobody really knew us. We're just, in this little room trying to figure it out. So, you know, we came into limelight, almost at the same time. So, the trajectory of our relationship was very different. There was no pressure of, oh, you're a celebrity.
So we'll be talking to you with the press here.
Okay.
You want to start it off?
Yeah, sure. One, it's good to have you in Uganda for the first time.
Thank you. Yes, the very
Yes,
first time.
I
Yes.
can't even believe this because
I know.
I feel like you've been around for a minute. I remember this jump question.
Oh, yeah.
You had people saying, Sims, yeah, everyone is like, Sims is my girlfriend. Something like that. So you really had fans for such a long time, and you come into a country that has loved you for a while. And
Yeah.
the fact that you've seen your life unfold in front of us, it's definitely a pleasure to have you here. How do you like Uganda so far?
Actually, very hospitable. That's the very first thing that struck me. Everyone has been so sweet to me. I'm really jet lagged because I actually just came from the States like 2 days ago and came right here. So I haven't seen much of town, but all the people that I've been in contact with have been so sweet. And like you said, I've actually wanted to come here for so long. My husband came here, I think early this year or last year. I don't remember.
Ha, edgy baby.
Yes. And I'm surprised because I was supposed to come here before him.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that I'm here now.
You even blew before him.
About the same
In
time.
Uganda, I
Maybe
can
in
tell you.
Uganda. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
All right,
Yeah.
let us just kick off from where you're coming from.
Okay.
Recently, you toured with Alicia Keys.
Yes.
I feel like Africa in general is turning into something so beautiful to see at the time, and the leaders of African music in a way. People have been taking the torch up there. You being in such spaces, how is it like to tour with Alicia Keys? And how do you tell us about the whole experience?
I grew up as a fan of Alicia Keys, and so it was such an honor for me to be in that space, to be able to share my gift with her audience and just show them what I love doing as well, play our music for them. I was very honored to do it, and it was great to go around with my band and just have that experience.
Nice. Usually it's like this music versus that music, but I
Yeah.
feel like with this new generation of artists that is happening, it's more like artists are willing to share rather than say this is ours, this is yours. Do you see that when you're traveling? Is she really like your sister, or is she like sounding like she's been here for a long time, a newbie? How is
Do you
it
mean
like?
Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
She has been here for a long time, much longer than me, and it was a very professional, interaction that we had. But she was really sweet. I met her son, and I think when we actually met, like outside of the shows, she had just finished performing, so we were both tired, But she was so sweet. It was really nice, and having that merge between, African music and, artists that have been popping like in the West for a long time, and us being able to have that platform as well, I think it's a great leap, and I'm great to have been a part of
Yeah,
it.
I like that you actually met the son, which gets me
Yeah.
to. I saw photos of you and your daughter at the
Ah.
airport. I was like, she's so sweet. You carried her all the way here. Just so you know, she has her own fans, so
Oh, okay.
she'll probably bring that to the show. So tell me about working as a musician and
Yeah.
a mom at the same time, having a husband who
Yeah.
is also a musician. This is like I really want to get an insight of your life, just in that regard.
Well, both things are full-time jobs.
Yeah.
As any mom would know, music is a big part of my life. I love doing what I do, and that's why I do it, and I absolutely adore being a mom. It's really hard, the compromises that you have to make, the things that you have to let go of sometimes, Some people have described it as like juggling, glass and rubber balls. Some things you can afford to let go, some things you can't, and that's the way it goes, and I remember before I got married or had a child, people would say that you can have it all. And I do think you can have it all, but not at the same time. So sometimes, you can have it all, but you can have it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So Jam Question used to be my favorite song.
Oh, really?
When you
So should I add it?
release
Should I
Dudu
add it
K,
to the set list because
it
it's
is
not on the
not
set list
there.
currently?
What are you talking about now? It has to be there. So when
Okay.
you did Dudu K and you
Yeah.
really got the whole world to see you pregnant with expressing
Yeah.
yourself, just to the women out there, really, before we leave this whole marriage and mother
Right.
discussion, what can you tell them out there? Like you said, you definitely have to lose some to get some, but you're pregnant and shooting a music video. Were you
Yeah.
doing shows? What does that take?
Yeah, I was definitely, because I didn't, nobody knew, I mean, except for the people in my circle, knew that I was pregnant until I did the video. I think I was about, the video came out when I was maybe 7 months pregnant. So, yeah, so imagine hiding that. Because funny thing is, I actually, when I was 6 months pregnant, I went to Sierra Leone I had a show. And then when we were doing like a little tour around the town, they had me come out from the roof of the car, and they didn't know I was pregnant. I was heavily pregnant and tired, and so I had to, pull my head out from the roof, and I was just, greeting everyone, and that's a memory that I will never forget, But it was not easy. There were things that I had to turn down, because it's not easy being pregnant and being that stressed out sometimes. But the things you still have to do, and the things I could, I did.
Niceness. I definitely like this. Does you got a couple more before we get into like the okay questions?
Sorry?
Can I?
Because I don't want to make it too long. So if you guys have a couple of questions.
Before asking in the relationship,
I can't hear you. I can't hear
you
you.
can hear me.
No.
My name is Meta. I work with NBS.
Sorry?
My name is Meta. I work
Menja.
with NBS.
Oh, Meta.
So my question is, as the kids was talking about the relationship and stuff, have you ever been heartbroken before?
I mean, I've been hurt, but I don't think I've been heartbroken. I don't. Maybe I have, and I can't remember. But I think you remember something like that. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just the kind of person that, what happens, and I keep it moving. But like, I don't remember heartbreak.
We're helping you to never experience.
Amen.
Yeah,
So we welcome to Uganda.
Thank you.
We work with NGD and Spark TCCs. She
Okay.
introduced herself, so I thought it would be one step and get. So for starters, how does it feel being married to?
Working and here we are. So, it's chill.
Okay, there was a moment where at the time somewhere, so ADEKUNLE appeared. The surprise.
Oh yeah.
So how did it feel? How did you feel?
I mean, you saw my face. I was very surprised because I didn't know it was I think the weekend after my birthday, and so it was. I knew he was in the house with me that day, so he said he had an event, he had a show to be at. So obviously I was surprised when he just popped out in front of me, at the show. So that was very sweet. That was a very sweet gesture. Yeah.
Kenyans are saying ADEKUNLE is from their origin. Is it?
No,
Who's that?
he's a Yoruba boy. No, I've never heard that he's from Kenya. No.
That is originally from Kenya.
I've never heard that. But I can confirm that is not true. Yes.
Are you eyeing politics?
Am I?
Are you eyeing politics? Because we see you posting.
Oh, no.
Your
I'm-
posts are centered on politics.
Yeah. I'm very.
You are complaining about your country, Nigeria.
I feel like most of us Africans complain about our country, either privately or publicly, because they want them to be better, right? I'm not a politician. I don't think I've ever had any aspirations for politics, but I'm passionate about our growth and us being better and us having better representation, because we the people were great, but we need our countries to reflect that, and I like to be vocal about that.
Okay, rest in peace to Mobad. Can you tell us slightly what is happening in Nigeria? Will I start the election this body? So what's taking place?
I have no idea. I don't know. All I know is that obviously his death was a terrible tragedy, and we hope that he can get to the bottom of it.
What is it that Nigerians are making it? No, I'm not saying it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But before we didn't hear nobody music or songs crossing countries.
Yeah.
Now after his death, it's time to top charts and people are making it a very big deal.
I mean, if we're being honest, that's human nature. You know how they say sometimes you wait for people to pass until many people wait for people to pass until they give them the attention that they truly deserve. And I don't think that that's a Nigerian thing or an African thing. I think it's just human nature. So yeah, hopefully we can be better.
Anybody else?
What brings you to Uganda?
I'm here for the.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I have one.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you have to say about the Ugandan music industry as an artist from Nigeria?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this as candidly as possible. I know that what's this? What's happening? I know that we have sometimes there can be some, you know, weird. I don't know what to call it. Maybe like some weird energy between some African countries because you know like we're all the same people, but when you know we're represented outside of Africa, sometimes it may seem like you know some people have more, I'm making more noise, you know, as opposed to others. And I mean Nigerian. I can only access. I only have the point of view of a Nigerian. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to speak like I know exactly what it is like here. That would be very disingenuous. That's fake, and I don't know how to be that way. I'm not a big listener of music either. I used to tell people, if I say if I wasn't married to my husband, I probably wouldn't know his songs, you know. But like I've heard a few people that have really piqued my interest and we have spoken here. Sorry, yeah, Cindy. Don't let me make up names for you. Just in person.
You don't want to do
On
that.
that, how do you
Yeah.
come up? How do you discover artists like this? Like, how did you bump into these guys' names, their music? How did this happen?
I mean, I guess sometimes on radio, and sometimes you have people will DM you and then you know go and listen to the music and you hear, oh, okay,
Yeah.
this person's from here.
Yeah.
Like even what's her name? I'm terrible with names. She's not Ugandan though. I've been drinking more alcohol.
La Bianca.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Her name just yes. You know, like before her, like I didn't really know a lot of Cameroonian artists as well, and she's from West Africa.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So sometimes like it's trying. Same for me. It's actually usually the same thing for like even Nigerian artists. Sometimes you have to, I have to hear you on the radio
Yeah.
or someone is playing your music or something.
Yeah. You know, when you mentioned just coming back from the States and just traveling around as well. When you move
Sorry.
around, you realize things you're doing right as an artist and things you need to kind of improve on.
Yes.
Let's start with the things you guys are doing right. When you move around to the States and to other countries, when you get there, you're like, okay, I think we're doing this right. What are the things you're doing right as a musician and as your music industry as Nigerians?
You mean specifically as a Nigerian?
Yeah.
I think one thing that definitely helps us is we have, there are a lot of Nigerians everywhere.
Numbers?
Yes, numbers.
Yeah.
We have like lots of Nigerians everywhere, so like that kind of increases your audience base by default.
Yeah.
I think again that, like I said, I can only give you the perspective of a Nigerian.
Yeah.
So I think again because, our personalities are very
Outgoing?
outgoing.
Yeah.
So we tend to, make these relationships that, because, I think like a lot of things happen very politically. And I mean that because of networking. Because of, you know this person, therefore you maybe make a song with them.
Yeah.
Before last year, maybe, it was not very easy to see how, say, Nigerians might make, there are certain features that were not as plausible
Yeah.
as they are now.
Yeah.
And I think, again, the more something happens, the more it's likely to keep happening.
What do you think you need to improve on?
Excuse me, please can I get some water? I would say, as a Nigerian or as a...
Yeah. As an artist as well, Nigerian artist.
Me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like generally. There's always so much to improve on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe let's get into the creative process of you. How
Yeah.
does it work? Do you have like set schedules for you to like create music? Does this happen on the go? Are you upstairs? All of a sudden, song comes to your head and you start belting it out. Do you have like a mobile studio you came with? How does it
I
work?
didn't come here with a mobile studio, but I do have a mobile studio I tend to travel with, depending
Yeah.
on how long I'm going to be somewhere.
Yeah.
It's different. Every song is different. I have times when, an idea comes to my head. My phone comes in handy. I would just record, like if I have a melody,
Yeah.
I would record it on my phone.
Yeah.
You know, when I have a lyric, I put it down, and then when I'm in the mood to actually record, then I can go and I can go back to that, idea. Sometimes I start from scratch, or maybe I have a deadline.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any one way.
Okay, so for a couple of artists, sometimes they make music and they think, okay, this is going to be a hit, and it doesn't turn out to be.
Yes.
And then certain songs kind of turn out to be hits, and you're like, how did this happen?
Yes.
Has that happened to you for particular songs? Like, did you know they were going to be hits, or did they just? And which one?
I remember when I first got in the industry, and people used to ask me this question. I don't think any artist actually puts out a song and thinks this might not be a hit.
But you might want to
I
fill
think-
space on the album.
Okay, you mean I mean they have album songs, but I mean
Yeah.
like if you're putting out like a single,
Uh-huh.
you assume because for you to put it out, you have certain trust in it. I think there's only one song I just put out because I just wanted to put something out. That's when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes, but I've definitely had songs where I felt like I thought it was gonna do better and didn't do as well as I did. But I mean, I think that's not unusual.
Yeah.
All right, we know.
Hold on, is there anybody else that wants to ask me?
As well.
One question.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Now that you're in Uganda, we have a lot of talented musicians here. And
Yeah.
Are you willing to work with one of them?
Oh, sorry, that light. I looked directly
Now
at
that
the
you're in
lights.
Uganda,
Yes.
we have a lot of talented artists here. Are you willing to work with one of them?
Yeah, if I love the music, of course. Pardon me?
That one person you're willing to work with?
I didn't hear that.
Have you
That one
have you
artist
thought
you're
about
willing
somebody
to
in particular?
No, like if anybody reaches out to me, if I hear someone that I really, really like, I'm open to. I'm an artist. Like I make music that I enjoy. It's not for me. It's not necessarily about where anybody's from or what's. I have lots of songs with people that before I do the song, they were not like blown, even in Nigeria. So,
Yeah.
so that's for me. If I really like the song, of course, yeah.
In Nigeria, you have music associations and federations.
Hmm?
In Nigeria, do you have federations and associations of musicians?
Yeah, they have a couple, I think. Not like all the artists are very active in the association, but we have a couple.
We have our own here.
Oh, you have one million.
You have one here. That's why she's asking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you to collaborate with anyone, like, what are the qualifications of that person?
First of all, I have to like the song. I have to. I don't. That's just me. I have to because I have to connect with the song to be able to create like a verse for that song. Secondly, I have to like the personality.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have to like the personality of the person because, like, if I don't connect with you, because by nature, I don't know how to pretend about things like that, and so it probably wouldn't work. And thirdly, because music is also business. I mean, it has to be something that works for you, for both of you. Where if you do this, it's going to do something for you as much as it's going to do something for the other person as well.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right.
So the show is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
The best of Kampala. Everybody's pulling up with the outfits.
White
What
outfits.
can you, in your own voice, tell the people coming up tomorrow?
This is my first time in Uganda, and I promise you that it's going to be worth it. It will feel like I was here years ago. And I'm here with my band, so I'm really, really excited to just go out there, play some great live music, and have people dance and sing along, and just have a good time.
And I didn't ask this, but they told me to ask, so that you
Okay.
mentioned the band.
Yes.
I can ask you. There's a lot of computerized music all over the world.
Yes.
But day to day, we find very authentic artists that want to do live music and everything. What is your take on that? Do you feel like, is it a balanced thing that we have to have more people doing live music, or it's just live?
I mean, I feel people lean towards what they want. There are people that don't care if it's computerized. And it's like with social media. There was a time when social media was not a thing. Everything you hear is by word of mouth or by traditional media. I actually studied mass communication, so this could have been me. But I think that I don't think that there's any. I think it's a preference thing. Some people I personally love live music. I enjoy performing live music more because I can actually be like, I'm not just saying what I've already said. I'm not just doing what is already done. I'm just giving you what I've already done. Like, why be here?
Yeah.
If you can just press play on my songs, you don't need me. But like, I feel like the experience of giving you a different version of something you already enjoy. It's like I'm giving you something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I personally love, but I've also been in performances where people are, just jamming to the beat, and I also have a good time. So I think it's whatever rocks your boots.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for your time and for
Thank
making
you.
it down here. We look forward to you tomorrow. One last word to the people for expectations for tomorrow.
First of all, thank you for having me here in Kampala. I'm so excited. This is my first time, and I'm very pleased so far with all the energy that I've gotten. And I'm really excited about tomorrow. I know it's going to be a blast. I hope people will be smiling more tomorrow because your faces are strong right now. I don't know if it's because we're all tired, but
No, we haven't had anything to drink, so.
oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I can't wait for tomorrow for us to just have a great time.
Yeah.
Thank
Don't
you
worry
so
about
much
that.
for coming here and talking to me. I appreciate it.
All right, cool.
Thank you for coming down.
Thank
We're giving up.
Oh, no, I was.
Hey, she said she could do this for us. Turn around quickly.
No, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah,
like
no, we are sorry
because
too.
I
It's
woke
okay.
up very early and then they said they had to push it, and so I fell asleep.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
One on one.
There's here.